Dun dun dun, we are back. Make sure this looks as it should do. Forget which way we need to have this, like here. Here. This one's really weird. I'm going to have to see if I can get this right. We'll find out in a minute.
You will.
I will. Well, hopefully. Why is my phone whoop whooping? What are you whoop whooping about? Okay.
Our family name, once so well regarded,
Panic, the stream is up.
barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
Yeah, post your story solo work and then you can go get some sleep. We'll start with your story, and then we can go from there. How's it look? Is it... no, there we go. Right, I figured it'd be a bit dodgy. There we go, that should look a bit better if I do that. Perfect. This one always looks a bit weird because of the way stupid thing, streaming thing works. Right. Alright, let's start with SolarWorks' little story then. What is that? Prestidigitation? So in D&D there's this utility spell called Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation, yes.
This is what SolarWorks is saying here, which can do a variety of things such as instantly snuffing or lighting a candle, torch or small campfire. It can also instantly clean or soil an item no larger than a cubic foot. Chill, warm or flavour up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material. You can create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect such as a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odd odour. Basically, it's a creativity-based spell, right? So using it, one of my players wants to use all of their spell slots to cast it multiple times when they're in prison for the rest of the party. They use one of the other effects where you can create a non-magical trinket that fits in your hand to make a key. Escaping their cells with some straw, I thought they were going to make a road to escape. Before making their escape, they'd barred all entries and exits, escaping out the last one before placing their stuff in a pile. The wizard lit the prisoner bays and killed everyone who decided wasn't in the party. They wouldn't have to worry about people chasing them after that. I didn't even think they'd be able to do that when I'm still hella proud of their creativity. So I suppose that's what D&D and stuff's all about, isn't it? Being able to like think on your feet and do some bits and bobs like that. It's pretty clever when you think about it. You got bulimic. Okay, well that's not too bad. Hysterical blindness. Should probably sort that out. Nope. I need to go to the sanitarium. It's just a rash. Why do you need the knife? Hey, Raina's gone. Templar, you've got rabies, which you want me to keep, actually, because it's really good. Bulimic's not so bad. We can get rid of that with a thing. Okay, we got 8,000. We're not exactly super rich, I've got to be honest. Is there any other upgrades we can do? I mean, the furnace would be useful in the long run, probably. So look at the stagecoach. We've got another occultist, another grave robber. I don't think we need to replace. We've got one of everything, so we're not doing it too badly, actually. You lost an entire team of level 5s. I might have already said that, sorry, my brain's a bit derp. RIP. Yeah, you're off to bed, good night. Take it easy, SolarWorks, sleep well, dude. During a D&D campaign, one of my friend's characters ending up sleeping with a fat chick. Predestination doesn't change the weight. Or predigitation doesn't change the weight.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation, okay.
Yep.
Back to the pit.
I probably, if I was running it, wouldn't have let them make a key. No? Because prestidigitation specifically makes objects that look crude and artificial. I don't think you'd be able to make something as fine as a key. But the feat that nobody ever takes that could get people out of prison is spell mastery.
Okay.
Which allows you to memorize and prepare a number of spells equal to your intelligence modifier without a spell book. Wizards never take that feat, and then when they end up in prison and their spell book's taken away from them, they go, good news, man.
Good news, everyone.
I managed to get Jebediah actually onto Kerbin.
Oh, nicely done.
Do you want to know how I ended up having to do it?
How did you manage that?
I didn't have enough fuel to actually get a proper descent, so what I ended up doing was getting the periapsis within the atmosphere of Kerbin, but not to actually hit the surface. So every time it went into the atmosphere, the drag of the wind and the atmosphere slowed it down, reducing the size of the apoapsis without using any fuel. So eventually, I ended up being able to get the apoapsis to actually make the landfall, and then it was a case of wiggling the remnants of my ship around so that I could get enough heat spread around so that I didn't burn up on entry.
That's cool.
It needs more fuel, but the parachute launched, and so Jebediah is safe. But it took way too long.
Can be a bit like that though, can't it?
Well, he's been going for 19 days at least. He's been out for a long time.
Dolly, it's Kiko. Carl was here, but he's currently AFK, I believe.
Yeah, I'm just curbling.
Cobble.
I'm just glad to get Jebediah back.
Jebediah. Alright, I've got an actual special quest to do, so I should probably clear this way first, then come back on myself. Dolly says, shit, sorry, Kiko.
What for?
Sorry for the shitty quote, I wanted to do it earlier, enjoy chat. Alright, listen to what's Dolly done. Let's have a listen.
Huey. Or
I don't get what the
maybe it should
apologies
be
about.
like Huey.
Did you manage to elude calling for Huey? I'm impressed. Let's have a listen.
Huey. Or maybe it should be like Huey.
I'm genuinely impressed. I didn't know you could actually lewdly say Huey. That's pretty good. Huey! What is that? A tenacious crone? That's new. And a blighted giant who has 102 HP. What the shit? Okay, and he's immune to like everything. Okay, that's bad. We'll do what we can. He's not super immune to bleed, so we might be able to bleed him. Do we not have a stun? No. That's 20% damage. Heal 1 HP. Breakthrough. Okay. Curse of Vulnerability. Marked. Okay. Well, there's worse people to be marked. Oh, good. Don't hide in the box, Dolly. It's great. See, everybody loves it. That's an illegal audio file. Hand it over or face arrest. Yeah, there's sort of the nice bit of rabies, I guess. Bam! Embrace the dark. Dodged. Lovely. Abyssal artillery. We could do a pull here. Nice.
Lewd.
Acidic White Rose! Hey, good to see you. Thank you for subscribing again. 3 months as well. Thank you very much. Very much, very much appreciated. You're gonna start showing your Warhammer 40,000 list in a bit, if that's alright with you. Absolutely, my dude. Absolutely.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope.
Shame, Berthrun, you still here? Have you flown?
Yo, what's up?
39! Ah! I was about to say, like, if available, I would like to harass you for tips later, but...
I shall try and oblige.
I just got crit for 39!
Did you hear what I had to do, Phil?
How quickly the tide turns.
I ran out. I didn't have enough fuel to get a decent, like, low orbit around Kerbin, so I could slowly get into the atmosphere. So instead, I had to reduce my periapsis below 70k, which meant that every time I went into the atmosphere, it reduced the apoapsis from the sheer force of the atmosphere.
Nice.
And then it was a case of desperately wiggling the ship so that it didn't blow up. But Jebediah is safe. I've got him back. He survived.
Good lord, that was outrageous. Pomag says, I showed my mum some of the best bits of the Kerbal stream the other day and she seemed disappointed in me. Wait, what? Why was she disappointed?
Oh, that's...
Almost rip, no kidding. 39. Holy crap.
I had situations as well because of like the ascent and the descent where the parachute went to red, but then it slowly went down to amber and then to back to being usable.
Well, that's good. That
So,
actually
yeah.
worked.
It does work, yeah. It did work.
Clear this with a shovel. I've only brought 2 shovels, that might have been a mistake. Reorder my party. I did. They're correct. What's wrong with my party? Right? Looks alright. Ooh, little story here. 40k list. Some reference for the next part. Psychic phenomena can occur any time a psychic power is used that the game we were playing. Roll on the table when the dice say... Wait, roll on the table when the dice say? I don't know what that means, sorry. And see what happens. Perils of the Warp is what happens when things go bad on that table. And there's another table. No, you're not allowed to make multiple bloodstorms inside for the fun of it. Psychers are to remain fully closed at all times. Psychic phenomena and perils of the Warp be damned. So no nudity. I thought, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I thought with 40k, there was that Slanesh dude, and he is all about nudity. Have we got any blight clearance here?
He's actually all about like sensation. The problem with people that start worshipping Slanesh is that over time, what they're experiencing dulls, and so they then have to go to more and more extreme methods of getting sensation, to feel sensation.
Oh, so they get a bit gribbly.
They get extremely gribbly. That's why you have noise marines that kill you with guitars.
There's no dudes here. No. Noise marines. Oh, the noise marines are hilarious. When we were playing the Ancient Remains, Holy Water. Oh no! Well, whatever. A bleed stone, 10% bleed skill. That could be useful. Who has bleed?
Everyone when they get attacked. Get it?
Alright. I think you have bleed. Cool. Yeah, noise marines were in the Warhammer thing I played with Rufa, which was really funny. I made it rain blood, and then when it was raining blood, made it rain more blood, then my clothes blew up because of psychic feedback. Roll a sanity check for your nudity. Okay, we've cleared the first few rooms without too much problem. Let's go. I mean, I say too much problem. I mean, my poor lady got hit for 39, which was outrageous. Okay, we'll go this with him. Right, we need to retorch. There we go. Eerie spiderweb. Treasures. Damn, we're chomping through this food. You're being asked tentacles or slime. Kiko. This could be a mystery. Oh, this looks like something we need to purge. The infected corpse has been cleansed. Finally, something to smile about. Alright, moving on. Dolly, what's the context for the key for the slime thing? I'll relay it to him again. Pick to the face. Lovely. Since they've been surprised, we should be able to get a good couple of hits on. Actually, I'm gonna see if we can heal you. 5. Please don't bleed. Yes. Lovely.
Here we go, Phil. It's that proud moment. Recover vessel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I recovered it because Jebediah made it home. And he put a flag down.
You never got to play the Pathfinder campaign I rolled my character up for, but he was a goblin orphan raised by clerics. But he had innate magical abilities, and as an adult, he got his spells through as an adult, he got through his spells for holy intervention, but you ever got to use him. The DM thought he was a good character though. My cousin's game, so she had to move, so we couldn't meet up due to distance. Oh, that's a bit sad. What, a goblin orphan, holy goblin orphan? That sounds kind of cool, actually.
I wanted to make a goblin paladin at one point. Never got the chance to.
Oh, Kiko, Dolly's asking you, would you rather fight a tentacle monster or a slime monster?
What kind of slime monster? This is very important in D&D.
There you go, Dolly. What kind of slime monster? Ooh, what's this? A shambler altar. Sacrifice of fire, gate to ruin. Place torch if you crave the void. I don't think I do. Let's not do that. I'm going to attempt to fight the hag today, if only so I can hear Phil say I told you so or something.
They're both pretty terrible. They're both terrible choices. Fortunately, I never played D&D with the source book that you're referencing one of those monsters from, so that's okay.
Oh yeah, we got some food. Score.
Oh, the super sticky time, but no poison. It regenerates.
Super sticky.
Probably the ooze, to be honest. Because regeneration in D&D can always be countered by something. Regeneration always typically has a weak point, like trolls. Regeneration is stopped by fire and...
These have huge blight resistance. Damage mod 40%, crit mod 11%. Unless I'm mistaken, isn't that absolutely ginormous? I'm always a bit unsure about what the... Oh, I see the actual... It changes the damage in the thing. I'm such an idiot. So 4 to 9.
There are a few generations that aren't stopped by fire.
So there we go. We got rid of that horrible thing initially. So that's pretty helpful. Curse of vulnerability. Please don't curse me. I've got to say that was part of the 40k list if it came through. I didn't see another one, dude. I don't think it came through.
Fire's pretty good at killing things up until you start fighting outsiders. Then they stop being good. Because then you find out that half of the outsiders don't care about fire.
Lewd.
Thank you, Demon Dragon. Well, that was bad. These things have lots of defense.
Right, so now I need to do... Jebediah is here, so I need to save now as successful Mun. Get rid of all of my other saves.
1. Oh, come on. And a bleed. So that actually kind of worked out worse. And you're on death's door with a bleed. Fantastic.
Lewd.
Rend the marked. Dodge. Please don't die.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Extra lewd character. Can't type. Everything is extra lewd. Dolly, is it strange hearing your voice every time someone does that? Seven. Okay, that's not so bad. 5. Still alive.
Lewd.
Probably not alive now. Gwendolyn's at death's door. Death's door. Not dead though. Heal myself or do a run through. Oh dear. Oh, these things are not dying. You get all embarrassed and blushy. Oh. This is not going well. Right, at least one of these is dead.
Give them no quarter.
I might have to camp in a second just to get some heals going, assuming... I mean, if the Hellion survives all of this, I'd be surprised.
On the brink, facing the abyss.
Heal yourself for 1, so at least it gets you out of death's door. mean, if we get another chance to heal, we might get a decent heal. 8, so 8's not too bad. A groping swipe. Yeah, the Jester can take it, he's hardcore. Okay, whew, man, that was rough. Hey, Solon. Thank you, Demon Dragon.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Something insidious
I
slow.
think we should eat some food. At least get a little bit of healing there. A coffin. An ancient coffin. There's nothing of value inside. I think we should probably camp at this point. It's just too risky, and we've got some dodge going on.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
I don't know if we've got any night ambush protection, but we'll see. Should probably have checked that, really, shouldn't I?
No, you'll be fine. You won't be fine.
Reject the gods. Sharpen spear. 30% scouting chance. Remove a disease from somebody. Yeah, we got no. We're gonna have to just hope for the best. Minus 25% stress, all companions. Oh, that's yourself. Okay. 4 battles plus 20% damage. That could be quite useful.
Lewd.
See how much Dolly can blush. Well, I ain't gonna complain since you're doing it with bits.
Will we see a dedicated Kerbal Space Program series? I did one a long time ago. As for the future, who may say? Who may say?
Oh, there's
I
more
may
good
end up doing something
healings.
random and silly at some point.
Something silly. Okay.
Oh, Phil,
Mm-hmm.
I've discovered the heat shield section.
Right. Godspeed. Let's definitely go and get crushed.
In
Phew.
radiance, may we find victory.
Heat shield on the bottom of my the bottom of my
Turn off
command
Skype,
module.
Grandpa. Never.
This seems like a good idea. I don't know about you, Phil.
Claim, are you just jelly about my Skype skills? More 40k.